Hey, good afternoon, y'all. It's John with New York Metro Weather. Today is Sunday, December 10th. The good news is our microphone is fixed and we're back at it here this morning. The bad news is that we've avoided rain so far today, but we have a lot of rain heading our way. Here's the radar as of around 12:30, and we see these showers finally pushing into the New York City metro area after a relatively quiet morning. Everything right on schedule, and if we back up and look at what is going on across the entire East Coast, there is a lot of rain coming our way, all the way up and down the coast from essentially the southeast states up here into New England, and it's going to be a very, very rainy afternoon and evening. So let's look at what the models are showing and why. The first thing I want to talk about is the moisture that's coming into our area. Here we are right now, as of this morning. This is precipitable water, and basically the blues and purples are showing you values that are way above normal. So what you'll notice this afternoon and evening is that it actually intensifies even further. And by this evening and overnight tonight, these values are 300% of normal for this time of year. So this is a very impressive storm system. There's a lot of moisture to go around, and it's going to bring the potential for heavy rain and flooding through tonight. Here is the latest high-resolution model guidance, and as we take this through the afternoon and evening, this is valid at 1 o'clock p.m. So the models are suggesting that showers and even some thunderstorms could develop through the area. We take it further through the evening. This is valid at 5 o'clock. Still very much the same going on, spreading up into New England now. And then as we move into the evening, this is when it gets pretty significant, because if we look at 7, 8, 9 o'clock, we've been seeing rain all day, and now we have heavier rain focusing across the New York City metro area. So flooding is definitely a possibility tonight. The models have begun to focus on an area of heavy rain in our area. It's not necessarily that torrential heavy thunderstorm rain that causes flash flooding, but there could be pockets of that heavier flooding in there that we need to watch out for. So we head through the early morning hours of Monday, and guess what? 2 o'clock a.m., it's still raining heavily in the New York City metro area. You'll notice some cold air crashing in back to the northwest, so it's possible that the higher elevations of New York, Vermont, up in New England are going to change over to snow with this storm, even potentially parts of northeast Pennsylvania and the suburbs of New York. So if you are driving up into the higher elevations at any point on Monday, you need to keep a close eye out for this. Again, the models bring this just into parts of New Jersey at times on Monday. This is valid at 6 o'clock a.m. It's slowed down a little bit, so we're still expecting rain now during the morning commute Monday. And then finally the system begins to pull away Monday by around 9 o'clock a.m. Let's zoom in, though, on the New York City metro area for this changeover as the storm exits. So here's overnight tonight. This is valid at 1, 2 a.m. This is torrential rain. Again, the potential for flooding still continuing. But you notice that transition is starting to work into the higher elevations, way northwest Jersey, northeast Pennsylvania, and upstate New York. Still rain, obviously, in most of New Jersey, the city, and Long Island. And then as we head closer to the morning, this is 9 o'clock, that rain is starting to wrap up. Temperatures are falling, though, as this rain wraps up, and possibly some snow in the higher elevations of New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut as the system moves away. Not expecting major accumulations, but could see that transition to snow in those areas. The other thing we want to talk about is the winds. We're not expecting a huge wind event here, but it is possible, especially as that early morning time frame evolves, that we see winds gusting 20, 25, maybe 30 miles an hour, and near the coast, possibly 30 to 40 miles an hour as that front comes through. So there'll be southerly winds, and then the front sweeps through, and you get northwesterly winds behind it, and much, much colder air in the wake of the system. Rainfall totals look like a general 2 to 3 inches now across the area, but the potential for locally higher amounts with this storm as it evolves. So again, it's going to be a very, very rainy afternoon and evening. It's very possible that we see some flooding throughout the area, especially as the system evolves later tonight into the overnight time frame. Then we'll watch for that wintry transition in the suburbs as it wraps up. Take it easy out there. We're expecting travel delays tonight and to continue into the early morning hours of Monday, but things should improve as we go through the day on Monday and the storm pulls away. We'll be tracking it all day with you guys. If you have any questions, leave them right here in the comments. Talk to you soon.